So even though there is plenty of space in the house for me and Einstein, I want to build a garage. I want a place to put the car when the winter is at its worst, and I also want to have good space for my projects where I can have all my tools organized, and I can just close the garage door and leave everything as it is and come back to it when it suits me. But already at day one for the entrepreneur that's going to prepare the ground, he hit some major obstacles. First, he severed the water pipe. He fixed that with no extra cost for me, but of course it was inconvenient for him to spend a good part of the day fixing it. Then we really hoped we would just hit good masses that were solid, and we didn't have to let the area set for a year before we could start erecting the garage. But as he found out, it was actually too rocky, and he exposed this big rocky area that I need to hire another entrepreneur to blow away with explosives. Also, we are a bit concerned of the culvert coming from the house above me, so we need to find a good way to lead the water away from my house because it has been flooded before. But those are just the challenges you meet and should be prepared for. Luckily for me, I have a good inspector at the ground. Okay, as you can see on the mountain, the winter is starting to set in. Yesterday I made a decision about the garage. It will not be erected this year because the additional cost of the demolition, I think, the ground demolition, it's starting to be so marginal for this year. I won't whine too much, but I'm a bit behind on my studies, and at the same time it's going to be difficult to work if it starts to snow. So everything becomes so marginal that I decided I will wait until summer holiday and plan really well for those 3 weeks, instead of having to catch up with my studies, work extra to catch up with additional costs. It would just be too marginal. Sorry to say that word 1,000 times. I rather have it all done properly and don't have to cut any corners on what I want to do with the garage and how I want to arrange it. And that's about it for now. But still, there will be something for the next episode. Next week, I think the garage elements will be delivered, and it's going to be interesting to see how I can store them on the property, safe and sound for the winter. Hopefully the demolition guy will get here and get it all planned out, which can be good because now it can settle until late spring, the beginning of summer. Also, then that is done, I don't have to cut any corners on the draining, and I will have some extra space to park my trailers and the car. So really excited about that. Stay tuned for next week. we'll see how that goes.